What is going on, everybody? I am Brandon, aka The Frustrated Gamer, and welcome back to another vlog slash review video. Anyway, if you guys have ever seen my channel at all, you know that I play a lot of Baldi's Basics games. I play Baldi's Basics mods, I play the Baldi's Basics game itself, and I play a lot of fan-made Baldi's Basics mods. So you guys have been asking for a video like this for a long time, and I am finally doing it. Today, I rank my top 10 Baldi's Basics themed games. Alright guys, I'm gonna start with number 10, and keep in mind, I've played like 50 or 60 different Baldi's Basics mods in my channel, so being number 10 is still very, very impressive. So number 10 is Captain's Basic Adventure. This is a mod made by Billy, who I believe is a Frustrated Gamer subscriber. At least I see him in the chat all the time. But this was an underwater themed Baldi's Basics mod, and it was so awesome. The audio was changed, the video and the characters were obviously all changed, and everything was just so smooth. Like, you didn't see corners falling off in the corner of characters' faces. The audio was crisp and clear. I mean, everything in this game was so well done, and that's why I have it at number 10 on my list. Also, one thing I will say, every single game that I have in this top 10 list, I will have in the description below, guys. Alright, guys, so number 9 on my list is Baldi's Item Swapped Basics. So in this game, Baldi was the shiny quarter was Baldi, playtime was the scissors was playtime, and on and on and on. This was a really, really cool mod because of how unique and how basically creative the mod was. I thought it was so cool to see Baldi. Look at him. I mean, look at him right here. He's a shiny quarter right now. I thought it was so cool. My head is going crazy right now. I don't know what I'm doing in my video, but this was a really, really cool mod. I actually played it maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. This one's relatively new, and I thought it was so much fun. This one is by, who's this one by? This is by Goopy Land. And like I said, it was made a couple weeks ago. I thought it was so well done, and it was so funny just to see all of the different characters in this game. Alright, so number 8 on my list, which is kind of funny because there's 7s all over on the wall. But this is number 8 on my list, and it's called Lowski's Basics Learn Your Luck Skills. Now, this was also made by another subscriber of the Frustrated Gamer channel. His name is Lowski the Copy Dog 77, and he does such a great job with his mods. He's made a bunch of these different mods. Like, look how the doors are glass and you can actually see through them, and he does a great job. This is another one of those mods that everything is changed. Audio, visual, the characters. That's one thing that I really loved about this mod, how the characters were completely made up. He created a brand new cast of characters, and that's why I have this one at 8 on my list. Number 7 on my list is Baldi's Basics 1000 Years Later. I really enjoyed this game. This was a really cool mod. Again, audio, visual was kind of modded, and it was done really well. But the thing that I loved so much about this game was the futuristic feel. Now, this was supposed to be Baldi's Basics Schoolhouse in 1000 years. Now, I had played Baldi's Basics past games. I had played a bunch of Baldi's Basics present games, but this was the first mod that I had seen that went into the future, and I thought that was so, so cool. This was a game made by Meatball Gaming, and again, I have all of these games in the link in the description below, but this was a really, really fun one, and I think I got kind of far in this one if I remember correctly. Alright, number 6 on my list is another one made by Billy. This one is called Billy's Basic Educational Game. This was so well done. Look at that. You could see when I got the question wrong, the glass breaks and I was flipping out. This one scared the bejesus out of me, but this was a really, really well-made mod. I would go out on a limb and say this might have been the best, just flat-out Baldi's Basics mod that I played. I mean, the doors, everything was so well done. The audio, the visual. Guys, go check out this game if you can. You're collecting 7 gloves instead of notebooks, but everything is so cool in this game. So like I said, another one made by Billy here. This was one of my all-time favorites at the time. When I played this mod, this was probably 2 or 3 months ago, and at the time, all of the Baldi's Basics mods that I had played were all kind of junky. You know, the characters weren't good, the audio was all basically the same, it was just jumbled around. This was the first Baldi's Basics mod that I had ever played where everything from start to finish was modded, and the experience was amazing. This one's also kind of scary too. So just a warning, if you guys like scary Baldi's Basics mods, this might be the one for you. Number 5 on my list is the first, I would call it a standalone game. This isn't exactly a Baldi's Basics mod, but it's very similar to Baldi's Basics. It's called Advanced Education with Victor Stravovsky. This is by Mr. Dr. Nose, I believe his name is, and this one has basically a cult following. This Baldi's Basics game has gotten so big that it's been modded, it's been updated, and this one has a fan base of its own. This is a game that I want to come back and play because it's so complex and so much different than the original Baldi's Basics mod that I didn't really understand it. The map is different, the characters are different, the way the characters act are completely different, and this one was really, really well done. I have to watch a couple of videos on this one before I come back to it, but this was one of the best standalone Baldi's Basics mods out there. Number 4 on my list is held near and dear to my heart because this is where a lot of you guys actually found my channel. Baldina's Basis in Education Literary Grammar. This one was so well done. Again, this is similar to the Victor Stravovsky Baldi's Basics game where the map is different, the characters are different, everything is different, so I wouldn't exactly call it a Baldi's Basics mod. This one's by Awcom, and I really recommend this one. The game is completely different, and Baldina is absolutely terrifying. So instead of math, this one's more literary themed, and the ending of this game is extremely unique. I won't tell you what it is, but the ending is extremely unique, and I highly, highly recommend this game. Number 3 on my list, and this is more of a Five Nights at Freddy's game, but all of the characters are Baldi's Basics characters, so I figured I would throw it in there. Number 3 is Baldi's Basics in Nightmares. This is by rjack25, and he's still creating new levels to this game. I am so excited for the new update to come out. This was one of my favorite games I have ever played on my channel. Baldi's Basics, Five Nights at Freddy's, anything. This was one of my favorite games I have ever played. I highly recommend it. Baldi's Basics in Nightmares is the name of the game. It's kind of another one of the standalone games. It's sort of like Five Nights at Freddy's sister location mixed with Baldi's Basics, but it's a free roam game where you have to do different things to the different Baldi's Basics characters, and it's very confusing, but so well made and so much fun. Alright, number 2 on my list is Baldi's Unreal Basics in Education and Learning. This is created by another subscriber of the Frustrated Gamer channel, Obsidious, and the reason why this one is so high up on my list is because it's the only, really to this day, it's the only Baldi's Basics mod that I know, and it's not really a Baldi's Basics mod, but this is the first Baldi's Basics game where the characters are the same, the mechanics are the same, the map is basically the same, but it's mixed with the Unreal developing engine, and it comes together so nicely. The graphics are so much better, the audio is so much clearer, and it creates for such a terrifying atmosphere. This is one of the scariest Baldi's Basics games you will see out there, but it's so well done, and the graphics are so cool. So that's why I have this at number 2 on my list. And finally, number 1 on my list. This is my favorite, and maybe many of your favorites too. Baldi's Basics, the Old Laboratory of Failure Experiments. This was a mod created by Sans Pirate, and this was absolutely terrifying. This was a Baldi's Basics mod, so this was created from Baldi's Basics. The map is the same, the characters and the actions are all the same, but the character creations and the atmosphere and the audio makes this mod so terrifying, and the developer keeps updating this and making it scarier and scarier and better, and that's why I have Baldi's Basics, the Old Laboratory of Failure Experiments as my number 1 Baldi's Basics game I have ever played. So that concludes my top 10 list. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button down low, and let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite, or maybe even give me your top 3 favorite Baldi's Basics games of all time. Again, they don't have to be mods, because I threw a lot of games that weren't mods in this list. But let me know in the comments below what your top 3 Baldi's Basics games are, because I only put the games that I've played before. I'm sure there's a lot of games that I haven't played that maybe a lot of you guys would consider top 5 or top 10 games. Thank you all so much for joining me. If you are new to the channel, my name is Brandon, aka The Frustrated Gamer. Don't forget to hit that subscriber button. We have a new video every single day, and we have a live stream every weekend. Thank you all once again so much for joining me for my top 10 list. I have my list off here. I am going to read the top 10 one more time. Number 10, Captain's Basic Adventure. Number 9, Baldi's Basics Item Swapped Adventure. Numbers 8, Lowski's Basics Learn Your Luck Skills. Number 6, Baldi's Basics 1,000 Years Later. Number 5, Billy's Basics Educational Game. Number 4, Advanced Education with Victor Stravosky. Number 3, 4, I think I skipped one. Number 4, that was number 5. Number 4, Baldi'S Basis in Educational Literary Grammar. Number 3, Baldi's Basics in Nightmares. Number 2, Baldi's Basics Unreal. And number 1, guys, number 1 was Baldi's Basics, The Old Laboratory of Failure Experiments by Sans Pirates. Guys, that is my top 10 list. Again, that was just my opinion. I love 99% of the Baldi's Basics mods I play, so if a developer is watching it and I didn't put you in the top 10, I apologize, but I probably loved your mod too. Maybe I just forgot about it, but that's my opinion. Give me your opinion in the comments below. Thank you all so much for joining me. If you guys want to see more ranking videos, also let me know what kinds of games you would like me to rank. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see all of you in the next video.